Candace the Edgy Veg, and welcome back to my channel. Fall is here and I've been craving French toast a lot lately. And I have these new pans that I really want to try out. So let's make some French toast. Today's video is sponsored by Made in Cookware. They make professional quality products for you to use at home. They also are used in like Michelin star restaurants and hotel groups, and they're awesome. And I can't wait to show you the ones that I just bought. So the first one that I got is a stainless steel pan. It's a top performing pan with better heat retention, even heating, and prevention of chemical leaching. It works on electric, induction, and gas stoves. So whatever you have at home, it's perfect for that. And it's covered by a limited lifetime warranty. Also, one of my favorite things about this pan is that the handle stays cool, and I burn myself all the time. You guys know this. Anyone that cooks a lot burns themselves frequently. So this is like one of my favorite features about it. The second pan that I got is a 12-inch, so it's a bit bigger. It's the non-stick pan. It's made with high quality, thoughtfully sourced materials, and it's non-toxic. It's oven safe to 500 degrees, so you can start something on the stove, stick it into your oven. I do that all the time with things like pasta and one-pot dishes, and it's super easy to clean, which makes, you know, dinner a bit easier. One thing that you guys know that I love about brands that really make me kind of fall in love with them is when they have thoughtful partnerships and thoughtfully sourced ingredients. So Made In uses the best raw material providers, and they use multi-generational family-owned manufacturers in US, UK, France, and Italy. My French toast recipe that's on my website and also in my cookbook is a fan favorite of you guys. So I didn't want to mess with that too much. I just kind of wanted to add what was already there and give you 3 different variations. So the first one we're going to do is a pumpkin French toast. The second one we are going to do are like sausage French toast dippers, like roll-ups. And the third one is going to be like a Monte Cristo, but veganized. One of the best things about most of these recipes is that you can do everything in the blender. So let's start with the pumpkin. We're going to add some medium tofu. Make sure it's pressed. Definitely want to add some pumpkin, or else you can't have pumpkin French toast if you don't have pumpkin. Sugar. I'm using coconut sugar, but you can use brown sugar, white sugar, maple syrup, whatever you want. We have some vanilla. And then for the eggy flavor, we have some nutritional yeast and of course kala namak and some pumpkin spice. For all the basic bees out there. And then some soy milk. I like to use soy milk because it has a high protein content, which makes it really stable to cook with, but you can really use any plant milk that you want. All right, and then just blend that all together until it's nice and smooth. All right, you'll end up with this kind of thick, like liquid. Transfer it to a shallow but wide dish. I just have these great little bowls here. And then we're going to heat up our pan. So like I mentioned, I just got this brand new non-stick pan from Made In. The weight is so good. It's super high quality. And if you've made the vegan French toast recipe before, you know that it does tend to like burn and stick. So this pan is perfect for that. Plus you can use less butter. In the recipe before, we use like 2 tablespoons of butter per, like, not serving, but per like 3 toasts to really make sure it doesn't stick on the pan. We can use a lot less, so we're still getting that like crispiness, but if you're worried about like using too much fat, I don't personally really care, but you might. This might be a good option for you. So we're heating that over a medium-high heat. So the things I really love about this pan, it's nice and heavy. You can really feel the quality of it. It also lasts 10 times longer than like their leading competitors in terms of life. And yeah, non-stick. You can really cook things that are a little bit more delicate or tend to burn a lot more easily. You can use whatever bread you want. I just like to use like a thick Texas toast style for French toast. Dip it into your pumpkin mixture. Make sure that it's not soaked, but it is well coated, and then just toss it right into your pan. So you want to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Flawless. All right, let's try this. It looks so good. It smells like fall in here. Gotta get some extra whipped cream. Duh. Yeah, pumpkin spice season has officially arrived. All right, this one's gonna be pretty hard to top, but let's do the second one. All right, for our French toast sausage sticks or dippers or roll-ups, whatever you want to call them, again, most of the ingredients are going into the blender. Got some medium tofu, soy milk, nutritional yeast and kala namak, and a little pinch of vanilla. And blend. So what you'll end up with is more of like a savory version of my other French toast with a little bit of vanilla, because kind of sweet, savory. We're gonna have the maple syrup. It's gonna be good. Transferring it again to a bowl. So for the sausages for this, you definitely wanna make sure that they're cooked. I just took the normal like Beyond Meat sausages and then just cut them in half and just shape them into little mini sausages, but you can use whatever your favorite vegan version of a breakfast sausage is. Now what you're going to do is take 8 to 10 pieces of bread and a rolling pin and just flatten them. Make them nice and flat and then cut off the crusts. I mean, the cutting off the crust is completely personal. So flatten them. We're not gonna flatten them like RJ the Magician style, that's a bit too flat. All right, and what you will end up with is just this flattened little white square. All right, once again, I'm heating up a little bit of butter in my made-in non-stick pan. This can get very messy. So again, it's the best pan for the job. Now, one at a time, I'm gonna take my cooked sausages, cook them in the oven, pan, air fryer, don't care how you do it. And we're gonna roll it in our little bread here. So make sure you're rolling it nice and tight. Use a little bit of the batter for some glue. Roll it nice and tight. And then we're going to dip it into the batter. And then you just want to put it onto your pan. I like to do it seam side down so that it cooks right away and it doesn't open up. And stick it onto the pan. And do that with all of them. Just cook them in your pan for about 3 to 4 minutes. So definitely make sure that you're moving them around a lot so all of the sides cook. A little sweet, a little savory. Perfect, flawless, never repeated. It's that like salty kick with the sweet finish. All right, on to the third. Oh, hello, you found me here once again at my made-in pan. It is non-stick. We're going to cook some vegan bacon. Ooh, bacon. Ooh, not smooth bacon for funsies. While our bacon is not sticking to our non-stick pan, we're gonna make our French toast liquid part. That's an egg. Once again, tofu. They're like, wow, this video started very normal and just turned into whatever this is. Then we have some nutritional yeast and again, kala namak. You want that egg flavor and then some soy milk because she is superior. And then we blend. Oh, so fast. For our Monte Cristo, I have selected to use Dijon mustard and also some blueberry jam. You can use currant, you can use raspberry, you can use mayonnaise if you want to. I like mine with jam. I have a Swiss style cheese I'm also going to use and that bacon I just cooked up. So on the first slice of bread, I'm just gonna add that mustard. I love mustard. And then on the second one here, I'm gonna go in with the blueberry jam. You can use like a blueberry preserve if you want, or currant, or what else do I say? Raspberry. Avocado is also really nice. No, not avocado, apricot. That's a fruit. We're essentially building a ham and cheese with some jam. We've got our Swiss style cheese. We're gonna add our vegan bacon. You can also use like a vegetarian vegan style ham. That's very nice if you have access to something like that. And while you're doing this, you wanna make sure that your non-stick pan is heating up with some oil or butter. I like butter, I prefer butter. And then put your top piece of bread on. And then you wanna go ahead and just like kind of smush your sandwich. You can use your hands, just smush it like that. You don't have to go crazy, you don't have to beat it with a rolling pin or anything, that's fine. We're going to put it into the egg mixture. Again, I have it in this like shallow round bowl. And then toss her on. So once it's in the pan, you just kind of want to like press it, hold it down. You definitely want it to be like squished vibes. And just cook it for like 3 to 4 minutes, the same amount of time as all the others. What you end up with is this eggy, cheesy, meaty, salty, a little bit sweet sandwich. It's the sweet and salty for me today. Like, it really is the most perfect flavor combination. Oh my God. All of these recipes you can find in the description box down below. A huge thank you to Made in Cookware for sponsoring today's videos and my new cookware, which I'm completely obsessed with. The one that I didn't use in the video, but I did get, is also a stainless steel. It's a 10-inch. It has that like stays cool handle. It has even heating. You can use it on electric, induction, and gas, which is bomb. I'm obsessed with that one as well. And in the description box along with the videos, you can also find a code, EDGYVEG, for 15% off all of Made In's products. So definitely check that out. And if you have any recipe requests, you can leave them in the comment section and I will try and get to them for you. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like these videos where I show you 3 different ways to make things, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm gonna put my knife down now. Have a good night, or daytime, or morning, or whenever you're watching this. Bye.